Hi Aries, I am here to do your October 4th through 10th reading for you. Let's find out what your overall energy is going to be this week. And remember, only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. The Dreamer, a new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. Gorgeous. You see that little angel back there watching you? Yep, I think that's a wonderful card. Okay, let's see what else we have that'll be with you during this time frame. From the Spirit Animal Oracle. And remember, time is fluid. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. Freedom is yours, the horse spirit. Time is fluid. So I have put a week on this, but it could start before, it could end after. It's kind of, time is kind of like a river. It flows. It doesn't have a hard beginning and ending. It's not like it's in a box. Okay. Let's see what we get for the Moonology to be with you during this time. Surrender to the divine. Okay. So these are the energies that will be with you during this time frame. And they all three look like they could go together quite well. Okay, let's get some cards. Your first card is the Page of Swords. And I can see how that could easily be. You're starting a new beginning. Okay? Page of Swords is learning how to think clearly and communicate with authenticity. Don't forget to check your sun and moon and rising signs for a more complete picture. Okay? Another wonderful card. The Six of Cups. And this is a very nostalgic energy, which could mean that you might hear from somebody that's from your past. Somebody might reemerge. But what I see is, here's a person giving this person a cup. So I see this as a very caring, sharing energy. And also it's one of the few cards in the tarot that takes place inside of a community. So there is potential community involvement. And it's also one of remembering times, when you were young, either a child or a teen or something, and having wonderful memories of that time. So it's a very nice card. And if you like this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. It will all help the channel to grow, and I'd be much appreciative. And look what you just got. The very best card in the deck. Can't get any better. Absolutely beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful card. It's talking about you are totally abundant, content, extremely happy. And it talks about you shining your light. So that's what you should do during this time. I've got goosebumps. This is a wonderful, wonderful beginning. Okay, and here you have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And what the King of Cups is all about is he is a master of his inner and outer worlds. Of course, he's a king, so he's got kingly power, but he feels all of his emotions, but he does not let them rule his life. He rules his emotions, okay? Which can be a real asset. Yeah. I imagine most of us have been to the point where, something happened and it bothers us, and that's all we can think of. And it makes for a challenging time. Doesn't happen to this king. You can even see he's sitting here in all these choppy waters, but he's very composed. It's a wonderful king. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. Ooh. Well, you're running the gamut, aren't you? Now you have the Devil energy, which is saying that there's something in your life that is to your detriment. Either that, or you have a Capricorn in your life. And if you have a Capricorn in your life, that's great. But if it's not a Capricorn, then that means there's something that you need to take care of. You need to remove it from your life. And it could be a variety of things. It could be negative thoughts, stresses, addictions, just anything that is not in your highest good. Okay? So, these shackles or bindings, whatever you want to call them, are extremely loose. You can see them just hanging there. You can just pull them off. It's very simple. Doesn't always mean it's easy, but it's very simple to do. And depending on what it is, will dictate how easy this is to take care of. But it is something that you need to remove from your life. And if these cards don't tell what it is, we'll take a card for that to see if it'll give us some insight, okay? But I would say it's nothing to get too stressed out over, because you have the Sun, very best card in the deck, okay? And this could be related to your overall energy. You're having a new beginning right here. And you have this angel watching over you, okay? And it says, trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap of faith. All right? So what this could be saying, too, your new start is because you did or are getting rid of these energies, these negative energies, which is causing a new beginning. Okay? Let's get a few more cards here. Knight of Cups. Love. All about the love. The Knight of Cups is in no grand hurry. Okay? You can tell he's just kind of moseying along there. He's not the slowest knight in the deck, but he is not in any grand hurry. No. He's romantic and charming and in love with love itself. And if this is you, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You thrive on all things beautiful and are inspired by many creative outlets that are available. It's a lovely energy. Okay, let's get another card. And I find it nice that this card came out below the Six of Cups. Okay, the Five of Swords. All right. Fives in the tarot tend to be about instability and crisis, okay? Maybe that is coupled with this, which caused this, potentially. Okay, the Five of Swords talks about that you were or are engaged in a win-lose conflict. Trust has been broken, and you feel that you're acting in competition with others instead of in collaboration. So what you should try to do is look for common ground, try to work it out if you can. And if you can't, well, then you move on. So this is not saying that you didn't work it out, okay? Maybe you did work it out or are working it out, but regardless, it's still causing a change. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles, which is a very nice energy. It's like a give and take. It's where you want to share with others and others want to share with you. Okay, and since it comes out right next to the Five of Swords, that would tend to make me think that, yeah, you did work it out. That doesn't mean there wasn't a change, because obviously there is. But yeah, it looks like potentially, maybe not, but potentially, this could be related to the Devil energy. So let's talk about this for a brief moment, and then we'll take a clarifying card or two and see what the universe would like to say. Your overall energy, the Dreamer, beautiful energy, brand new beginning, and that is so exciting. If you think about times in your past when you've had a new beginning, it's really exciting, because it's like the world's your oyster. What is it that you want to go for? And that's where this horse spirit fits in perfectly. Freedom is yours. Pick and choose. And down here, surrender to the divine, which could say a variety of things. One is, let go of the burdens. Realize that the universe has your back. Okay? Believe that. See the angel there watching? Making for sure that all is well. All right? And then down here, I'm sure it's because of this new beginning, you're taking on a page energy, which is like a student. You're learning how to think clearly and communicate with authenticity. Okay, so that's part of this new beginning of yours. And here, you're reminiscing about wonderful times. And it's a very caring, sharing energy. But like I said earlier too, it could mean that somebody from the past reemerges in some fashion, Call, email, pop up at your door. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. But it's very caring and sharing. And here, very best card in the deck. Can't get any better. You could have 100 cards out here and you're not going to get better than this card. Beautiful energy. All is well. Okay? And here, the King of Cups. Being in control of your emotions. And this could relate to this in some fashion, because here they're learning how to think clearly and communicate with authenticity. And in order to think clearly, you can't be, filled with all kinds of distressing thoughts. So maybe you're learning how to take on a little bit of this type of energy, where you are in control of your emotions. Here, negative energy must go. Take off these bindings and kick it to the curb. You'd be done with it. Easier said than done, possibly. But it does need to go, because it will not serve you. If anything, it is to your detriment. Knight of Cups, beautiful, loving energy. Excited about, new projects and love and creativity. And I can easily see how these two go together, and also how this fits in very well with a new beginning. In here, feeling like there's no trust. Something happened, which is very unfortunate, but yeah, it looks like this either did or is or will happen. But this card is a sharing, caring card as well. And it talks about you wanting to share with others and others wanting to share with you. So, since it's sitting right next to this card, that makes me think that maybe you worked through this issue. That doesn't mean that everything is repaired and goes back to the way it was, but it does mean that you've worked through it, okay? Potentially. Okay, let's get a few clarifying cards. Let's start with the Devil and see what we get for that. Come on, little cards. They do not want to shuffle. Okay. There we go. Okay. The Seven of Swords is what's clarifying the Devil energy. And that can say a couple of different things. One is trickery. Okay. And the other would be that you are doing too much for others and you need to put those swords down and take care of yourself first, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to help others. You know, you have to do good to yourself, to your heart, your soul, your mind, your body, in order to be able to be helpful to others. But because of this card, I tend to think it was probably more along the lines of something unkosher. You know, something happened that was maybe potentially a little sly, underhanded, something like that. Okay, let's take one for the Five of Swords. One more. The Lovers is clarifying the Five of Swords. The Lovers is a choice card. At one time it was called the choice card. But it evolved into the Lovers. And it talks about having a soul-honored commitment with somebody. You know, one where there is definitely love involved. It's beautiful connection. But what it also says is you face a choice of the highest moral grounds. So that is clarifying this card where there was hurt involved, no longer in collaboration, no longer working together. Somebody did something that was hurtful. And you have the Lovers. So I would take that to mean that somebody very important in your life, potentially your partner, did something to you or you did something to them, however that is, you would know. Or this might not have happened yet. And like I said earlier, it looks like you've worked through the issue. But also, like I said, that doesn't mean you go back to the way things were. As a matter of fact, I think these two are connected. There was something that happened that was not okay. And it created a very bad energy, one that's not in your highest good. So yeah, I think these are connected right here. So if that is the case, then you do have a choice of the highest moral grounds. Do you work it out and try to trust again or not? I do know this energy needs to go. And I do believe it was trickery of some sort. Trickery is kind of a broad term. You know, something happened that was not in your best interest. And it created an internal conflict in you of some sort that was to your detriment. Okay? So you do need to work through this and let it go. And depending, you know, you might be letting that go as well. You have a new beginning So, going by these cards, I would say it's possible, yeah. You're dropping this and this. But what you're getting is wonderful. A beautiful new beginning where the angels are watching over you. Freedom is yours. That would also kind of back up the you're done. And the very best card in the deck. So maybe letting it go is the very best thing that could ever happen to you. Sharing caring energy. Learning how to think and communicate. Being in control of your emotions. Okay? So let's get some cards from the universe to see what they would like to share. I know these are challenges, Challenges oftentimes are very hard to deal with, but you are getting some beautiful energy right here. All of this right here. New beginning. A new challenge. The Ace of Swords. Let's see what else we get. Things are just flipping all around here. Queen of Pentacles. This is another energy that I really like a lot. I'm going to try to scoot these over so you can maybe see them better. Okay, here we go. The new beginning. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is awesome because she has figured out how to divide her time up perfectly. She makes wonderful abundance. Abundance just flows through her life and into. And at the same time, she has this beautiful family life. She's figured out how to divide her time up in such a way that abundance is wonderful and her family life is wonderful. So I love that card. Trying to think of how it exactly fits in here. My first thoughts would be, do not stress. Everything will work out fine. That's just my first thought. And I don't know if that card itself exactly says that. Maybe it does, because everything is fine and great in her world. So maybe it does. Okay, one more card. Choices. The Seven of Cups. You have choices to make. Which the, rest of the reading, I believe, is saying that there are choices to be made. Potentially this hasn't happened yet, or it's in the process of happening. You are getting a new start. The universe is saying, yeah, you're getting a new start. Queen of Pentacles. You're figuring out, I can see how it applies. You're figuring out how to divide everything up so everything works beautifully. And here, this is the choices. You have these choices, all kinds of choices. When you have a new beginning, you have a bazillion choices. Make the right ones. But here, these, I think, are the emphasis on that. What should you do with this and this? I do know on this, you need to get rid of it. Whatever it is. You either do know or will know. And here, I think, actually, this is a part of this. It might not be. It could be a separate issue. But I think they could very well be linked. And I do think also that you did what you felt was right, trying to work this out. You tried to have a sharing, caring attitude, even though you were wronged, unless you were the one who wronged someone else. And if that was the case, you tried to make up for it. But this is the a choice of the highest moral grounds. So it doesn't say in these cards specifically, okay, you drop the relationship. But it does say a brand new beginning. Fresh start. Freedom is yours. Very best card in the deck. So, and here's another new beginning. So either the relationship does dissolve, or it is actually addressed and taken care of in the right way. So there can be more of a lifestyle where everything is wonderful. More like the sun, okay? So either way, it would be a new beginning. Totally up to you how you would handle that, okay? Okay, kind of a deep, very interesting reading. And congratulations on the new beginning. I think they're wonderful. Okay, let's get a charm and see what the universe would like to share. A great big butterfly. Transformation, which, yeah, you can see throughout here. Definitely coming in. And the very best card in the deck. I keep saying that, but it is. It's wonderful. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. Much love. Bye.